before I go into the propeller development box that I'm working on, here is some video of how we got to this stage. Originally I came out here to cut 1.5 inches off the depth of the box. But then I started thinking, what if I cut it at an angle so that the face faced me as it was sitting on the desktop. I was going to have a hard enough time cutting it even, but now I've kind of doubled down and I'm going to see if I can cut it at an angle without completely destroying the box. It didn't come out completely clean, but or even or anything really, but it's still a lot better than I really was expecting with my skills. I still got to do some finishing work on the breadboard, but I was going to wait till I get everything else finished to permanently put the breadboard in place. It already has the 28 headers for the propeller pins on the side. For these other components, I got these machine pins, which will allow me to run a jumper wire from the component to the breadboard. I was originally going to break these off and put each pin next to each component that it links to, but that would make this awfully cluttered up with jumper wires. So now I'm thinking about just keeping these in a row up here and putting labels to each one showing which component it goes to. That way it keeps all my jumper wires over here, it keeps this area clear. I added the on-off switch up here, which I thought would be convenient, and it's going to be tied into this USB power board, which will be situated in the back of the box, so I can run all my cords out the back. And it will power the breadboard, the controller board, and I think I'll have a 3.3 and a 5-volt line off the side, so if I want to power other things separately I can do that too. From here on out I plan on using the soldering iron to make my access holes into the box. Luckily my soldering iron has interchangeable tips. So I got one here just for melting plastic. So we have just a few little alterations we got to make to the USB power board. It has the zone switch, which will wire out to the switch on the box. And it has this LED light indicator showing when power is on. And I may just wire that into whatever I'm going to light up the breadboard with, or I may just use it for something else, but I thought I would put a header in place of the LED, so if I wanted to use it I can go ahead and use it later. Ouch. Okay, now let's plug this thing in and see if it works with the new switch. This project is going to go a little bit slow as it's more of a design project than a electrical one, I guess, as I try to lay it out to meet unforeseen future uses.